Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm excited to share my content with you, and I hope you enjoy watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on my latest videos. Let's get started. In this video we are going to see about 5 tips to help you get better at nutrition. When people talk about nutrition plans, they mostly talk about low-carb and high-carb diets. Diets with more carbohydrates are becoming more and more popular. On the other hand, protein has usually been eaten at the same time every day without too many changes. In this video, we'll go a step further and talk about why you should make big changes to your nutrition plan as your training and life change. Making a nutrition plan based on who you are as a person and not on your training program can cause a lot of problems. We're going to talk more about how important it is to make your nutrition plan as specific as possible based on how you train. Also, how important it is to pay attention to your liver in the way you digest food. Tip 1. Don't be afraid of carbohydrates. As we said at the beginning, nutrition strategies in our field have gone back and forth between low-carb and high-carb diets. When we talk about cutting, in particular, here, most trainers will tell you to just stop eating carbohydrates. When in reality, carbohydrates are a great way to not only lose weight but also build muscle. For example, if you want to lose weight, you will spend most of your time in a metabolic phase. You need the right kind of fuel to get through those workouts and HIIT sessions. Your best and fastest source of fuel will be carbohydrates, which are broken down into glucose. It's important to not only eat the right macronutrients, but also to eat them at the right times. We need those carbohydrates before, after, and during our workout. When you eat it at the right time, it will help you get through those hard workouts. You won't get the same results with fats and protein. Yes, the body can turn amino acids into glucose through a process called gluconeogenesis, but this isn't nearly as good as carbohydrates as a fuel source. Also, carbohydrates help keep your glycogen stores full, which helps you keep your muscle mass even when you're eating less. If your glycogen stores don't have enough energy, it's much more likely that your body will start to eat away at your muscle mass. Not only that, but carbohydrates also help when you're trying to gain muscle. Protein synthesis can only happen when glycogen stores are full, so having full glycogen stores can be anabolic. Tip 2. Make sure your diet and training plan go together. When diet plans are made, they are often given to the person, if they are personalized at all. But we don't see many diet plans that are made to fit the type of training you are doing for the day or week. In reality, the kind of food we eat has a big effect on the kind of stimulus we can give. If you are in a caloric deficit and only eat fats, you are not likely to put your metabolism under a lot of stress. In the same way, eating too many carbohydrates before a brain workout can slow you down and make you less effective. So, if you don't change your diet to fit your training and lifestyle, you shouldn't be surprised if your results change. How we train has a huge impact on what we eat and how we eat it. Different stimuli requires different nutrition strategies. More specifically, your macronutrient ratios should change as your target stimulus changes. Whether you train to stimulate the brain, build muscle, or speed up your metabolism, your diet should change a lot. Unless, of course, the thing you want to do is the same thing you are already doing. The idea that low carbohydrates are good for cutting and high carbohydrates are good for building muscle is too simple and won't work for most people. Our plans for nutrition need to be more detailed than that. Instead, you will have different amounts of macronutrients like carbohydrates, depending on whether you want to build muscle or lose fat. When compared to a neurological workout with long rest periods and few, heavy reps, a metabolic workout with short breaks and an HIIT session at the end needs a lot of carbohydrates. So, you should change your diet depending on how you train and, of course, how you live. In the same way, if you went from sitting in an office all day to lifting and moving heavy things around all day, you should eat more calories. Tip 3. Good nutrition plans mean less need for supplements. People who ate poorly and took a lot of supplements have been shown to need less supplements when they eat well. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you need to eat every vitamin and mineral you can find. But it is not necessary unless you have problems because you don't eat well. When you match your workouts to what you eat, you won't need as many supplements. We are not only getting training and nutrition to work together, but we are also not making problems by not eating what we need to eat. That could be because you aren't getting enough of the right macronutrients or because you are eating too much or too little of something. Many people in the fitness world take supplements for sleep, digestion, inflammation, and so on because they don't eat well or train enough. Because they don't really know what's going on with their diet and training, they have a lot of problems. This could be because they are training for a stimulus that their body is not ready for yet, or because they are not eating enough carbohydrates. There are too many possible reasons to count. If you know how to train and eat right, you won't need as many supplements. You can also be more specific about the supplements you need to take. Tip 4. A bad diet and lack of training can make a dog sensitive to food. Again, we're going to talk about how important it is to match training and food. It is important to train for something that our bodies can adapt to and recover from. Yes, if you have a coordinated plan for what you eat. As long as this is in place, the rest of the body works well, too. A plan for training and eating that goes together helps with digestion, recovery, sleep, stress, and so on. Every part of the machine needs to work together. If you don't do these things, many of them can go wrong. With the right training and food, these problems also cause less stress. As a result, many of the foods that used to bother people don't bother them anymore. For instance, like having to remove kale or chicken breast from someone's diet. There are a few people who are very allergic or intolerant, but they are rare. But a lot of these problems go away when you get your body's machinery to work right and give it the right fuel. Before training and nutrition, many personal trainers and their clients take the time to do organic acid tests and blood work. When most of these problems can be fixed by getting the right training and food. If you train and eat right and learn more about your body, you might be able to get rid of most of your food sensitivity problems. You can take care of the whole ocean instead of working on small drops of water. Because of this, you'll get results faster and feel much better. Tip 5. Put your liver first. The fitness industry doesn't talk enough about the liver, which is a big mistake. This organ is very important for the rest of our body to work right. It is very important for controlling blood sugar, especially at night when we sleep. Also, it changes how our bodies respond to growth hormone and IGF. So, giving the liver the food it needs is an important part of keeping the body healthy. So, pay attention to how the macronutrients you eat affect your liver and how your liver affects the macronutrients you eat. If your liver isn't healthy, the rest of your body isn't either. There's no question about it. In turn, this will hurt how your body responds to training. So, you should make it a top priority to check on the health of your liver. This should be done before making a plan for exercise and food. How you eat depends on how well your liver works. For example, your liver health has a lot to do with whether or not you should be on a low-carb diet. If your liver isn't doing too well, you shouldn't be on a low-carb diet either. Because gluconeogenesis, the process of turning amino acids into protein, puts a lot of stress on the liver. Depending on the diet you are on, you may also need to do more ketosis. So, it will be much harder for your liver to keep your blood sugar in check. So, it's very important to make sure that your liver is happy with whatever you decide to do. If you don't take care of your liver, you will have problems like plateaus, bloating, inflammation, etc. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and leave a comment below. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on my latest videos. Until next time, take care.